These are the best 5 grand finals since the year 2000 with my guest. When you're talking grand finals, you want to bring in one of the GOATs. And he's coached, played for Hawthorn, played for Brisbane Bears, coached the Swans, coached the Dogs, coached the Suns, director of football at Collingwood.
I was director of coaching and then became the football manager, and I was assistant coach at North Melbourne.
Wow!
So I've had more clubs. I've had 7 clubs. So
more than Jack Nicklaus.
I've been around.
And when you watch a grand final now, since like half the league you've got a link to, are you looking for a good game, or are you just reminiscing of all the premierships you won?
No, I think I like most neutral supporters. I'm looking for a good game, good, tight, close game. Obviously, some of the grand finals have been close, like in 05 and 06, but I didn't like them as grand finals.
Oh, really?
They are boring. But,
really?
But I like ones that are close, so there's some good grand finals around.
All right, well, let's get into the list. I'm very excited to hear what you reckon. Number 5.
Number 5. I reckon the Geelong beat St Kilda.
2009,
sorry, yes. It was a good game. It was
very good game.
Especially there was a bit of wet in the end, so it was a bit of moisture, but it was the Adelaide Magic and the Scarlet...
the toe poke.
The Maradona sleight of hand, the God of hand, the God of foot, I think it was that one. So
the foot of God.
The foot of God, so yeah, that was a great grand final.
Now, this wouldn't be... Because, like me, I enjoy that grand final a lot, but there is a very vindictive part of me because the Saints beat the Bulldogs, who you were coaching at the time, the week before in the 09 prelim, in, shall we say, controversial circumstances. A couple of free kicks went their way that I don't believe they should have. Would that be, and then they lost the next week, would that be a factor at all?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, good.
100%. Good. It was interesting, Ross Lyon, the next week, after they lost to Geelong, said, I know how the Bulldogs felt of last week.
Oh, really?
And I heard him say that, and I thought, so he felt probably that we probably deserved to win, and he obviously felt that they deserved to win the grand final.
So we would have won it in 09, is what you're saying?
No, I don't know about that.
Yes, we would have. It's locked in. Bulldogs, 09 premiers.
We certainly, even though the record against Geelong was their way, we still fancied ourselves against Geelong.
That's true. Number 4.
2002, Brisbane defeating Collingwood.
What a game.
It was a great game.
Pouring rain.
It was, again, another wet day. So moisture around, but Brisbane were favourites to win it by plenty. And the Pies showed a fair bit of grit, and they were tough. It was just to the end, I think it was 7 points or something.
Something like that. So, Ackermanis gets that amazing goal.
After not doing anything all day, then came up with the excuse he had a sore groin.
Oh,
that's why he didn't play well.
You coached him at the Bulldogs. Did he use that stuff often?
Oh yeah, unbelievable. He never played a bad game. So,
I meant the groin injuries.
Yeah, no, he had calves or hamstrings or whatever. That was if he played poorly. But obviously a great player, and a player who was down for most of the game and then was able to produce something that got them over the line.
It is those magical moments. And Collingwood fans are right now screaming at their screen because I believe Rocker gets a goal from like 60 out, but they awarded it a point.
Oh, bad luck. Isn't it? Tough, isn't it? Can't change it.
Oh, well.
Move on.
The 3rd best grand final this century, according to Rodney Eade.
2004, Port's victory over the line.
Very underrated grand final. There's so many stories. Brisbane going for 4 in a row, which has not been done since the 20s. Port Adelaide trying to justify their existence in the AFL after choking a few times. I love that this starts with Alistair Lynch knowing he's playing his last game.
I'm going to say the Mike Tyson... Or was it Mike Tyson, or was it just street fighting?
It was brutal. It was Conor McGregor.
Roundhouses. There was no chance of connection. No chance. And then obviously Mark Williams' act after the thing of the choke and saying to the sponsor, which probably wasn't the right thing to do. But but there were some terrific performances, and Wanganeen at the end be able to, and Shaw Burgoyne played really well. So that was a really good win for Port. I saw a photo last week. Must have been on one of the
a reunion.
A reunion.
Yeah, I did see that.
It's interesting with the Port Adelaide guys, and that Warren Treadway was there, who's now on the board, who's knifing Ken Hinkley. So it's interesting how the Port Adelaide culture all works.
Have you ever? If you won a grand final at the Bulldogs or the Swans, is there any vindictive vendettas you would have loved to say on the grand final dais? Because it is the ultimate middle finger.
No, not really. No.
You're too mature, aren't you?
Too mature. I don't know. But certainly my time at both clubs had great support, so it was all fine.
All right, fair enough. And when Gold Coast win it, you'll.
Good luck. I don't think I'll be alive, will I?
And the second best grand final since 2000, according to my guest Rodney Eade, is
2018, West Coast, Dom Sheed breaking Collingwood's hearts. See, there are a lot of. I used to be a Collingwood supporter in my younger days. And
really?
Think of 66 and
70, 81.
And then I wasn't following them then because I was playing.
Of course.
But they've had a lot of heartbreaking losses, haven't they? And there's another one that added to the tale of when Dom Sheed broke their heart.
Yeah, and they were up by 5-6 goals in the first quarter, and they'd smashed Richmond the week before. It really did look like a unstoppable game, but West Coast just kept their heads and brought it back.
Yeah, it was a good performance, and even that last bit of play when she got the ball, just McGovern intercept left to Goey, great kick, mark from Ryan and played on, and all the pieces fell together. It was a terrific kick for Dom Sheed, and he's going to live on that one for a long time.
Oh, forever. And I think full credit to the camera operator for just being in the right spot for that iconic shot that just went through.
And then seeing the Collingwood faces,
it was pretty good.
Joyed a lot of people, I think.
Well, and people often forget, like that got them in front, but I believe it was Kennedy had a chance to seal the game and has one of the worst spills of a mark in the goal square.
Yeah.
He was already celebrating in his head. He's about to kick the sealer. And it was actually quite comedic, but it was fun.
It was fun. It was a good result.
And what is the best grand final since 2000? I want to say 2016, but I imagine you're a bit more. You've got a wider view of the game. Bit more global. Yeah.
And I was about to put the Dogs in because I think that was a terrific game as well. And I think probably could have replaced one of those ones at the bottom, 4 or 5. There's no doubt. And the Boyd goal and. The drama of Picken and I think it had a lot of flaming.
So it is at 2016.
No,
it's not.
It's 2015 with 2012 with the Swans beat the Hawks.
What a great game!
Which is a great game.
There's lots of momentum changes,
and then Malcheski's goal at the end, and the Hawks probably lucky they didn't win for people because they would have won 4 in a row if they were to do that. Would have been 13, 14, 15.
Hawthorn. No one wants that.
Only Hawks fans.
Well, that's. I think in my lifetime, that is the only grand final I remember Hawthorn losing. Like, I know they lost like 84, 80. Were you playing 84, 85? Sorry to bring them up, but I was a toddler then. Since then, they've won every single grand final that I can think of.
87 we lost.
Oh, yeah. I was in Cinder.
I don't think there's been a grand final since then. I think, like when I was playing from 83 to 91, there was only 1 year they weren't in the grand final. So.
And Collingwood won that. So no one wants that.
No.
With the so when you're watching, Sydney v Hawthorn, you played for the Hawks, you coached the Swans. Who do you follow?
It's interesting at the time of my stage of my life. That time, I'd been a long time out of Hawthorn. They've had some success, so I wasn't barracking for them. I was happy the Swans won, to be honest. For John Longmire, having John been an assistant.
I played for you, yeah.
No, he was an assistant at the Swans. Right. But I was at North Melbourne for 4 years, and John was playing there under Dennis Pagan. So, it's more the people you know at that particular stage. So I was certainly happy for the Swans to win that.
Yeah, it was a brilliant game. I watched it in Baltimore at 3 a.m. in a sports bar with a whole lot of Americans looking very confused at the screen.
Well, it's very easy for them to do.
Yeah.
And look at the election.
And that's Rocket's list. Right now he's getting texts from Vlad Putin saying, don't diss the election result. It happens. What do you reckon? Let us know what you think the best grand finals of this century are. Let us know in the comments. And Rocket, who will you hope lifts the cup this year in 2024?
I've got 3 teams that I was involved. 3 clubs that are involved with us still.
Hawthorn, Swans, and Brisbane. And Brisbane, of course. Yep.
And I do like the Giants. I know the Bulldogs don't like the Giants. I know that's.
It's got a good song.
But I do like the way they play. So, who will lift it?
Or who do you hope lifts it?
Well, that's a worse question.
Oh, is it?
Maybe,
Okay, well, who will
maybe
lift it?
better. I think it could be a Sydney Geelong grand final, and if that's the case, Sydney.
Yeah,
If it's Sydney
revenge.
GWS, probably Sydney still. So maybe
Okay.
Swans.
All right, Swans. There you go, Swans fans. Enjoy that. Like, share, subscribe, all of that malarkey. Thanks, Rocket.